Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium. You walk in this place, you can feel the echoes. So many epic moments have unfolded on this field. And today, the Fighting Irish hoping to reawaken that in this big contest. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams. 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the Notre Dame Fritz College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The short completion of the tight end. He shreds the tackle. He'll go down, but that stiff arm earned him first down yardage.
Just great timing here with this quarterback and his wide receiver to pick up this first down. And really over the years, that's what Notre Dame's looking to get back to consistently, is being able to complement what they can do by running the football and to have a quarterback that can drop back and make the throw like this and keep the sticks moving and keep his offense out of harm's way.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Ball handed to the running back. Runs right over the defender. Powering through the defender. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down.
He runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. Exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on 2nd down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Looks like Alabama will have the first down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback's got it on the option. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
That run sets up a critical third down play. A handoff to the back. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Tackle, but first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down underway.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. He's going to pull it down and run. Running with purpose. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Boy, it's second down and forever. You know they're going to throw the ball. They want to throw the ball, but to the credit of the defense, there's just nothing open. How about this quarterback? Instead of throwing the ball away, he picks up some big yards. They get a real shot here now on third down.
Over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And they will try out the field goal team here. He missed it. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Handoff in a single back formation. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. They got some ground to make up. 2nd and long from the 15. Looking to throw. It's Leonard. Short throw complete to the tight end. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line.
That's the end of the first quarter. Notre Dame 7, Alabama 0.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, the pass is picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep.
Can he reach the end zone? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. And the PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series, almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
He hands it to the back. And we're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Back to throw. It's Leonard. Running out of time in the pocket. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking for a deep completion. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Number 16, on to punter.
And the returner is brought down. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. He shreds the tackle. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
There are a lot of people who feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. He's moving out of the pocket. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Not a long return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender and he throws the interception.
Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Catch made by the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
The defense has got to do a better job with their eyes. They are so locked in on the speedster at quarterback that they're forgetting about the jet sweep with a handoff to the outside. Losing contain, and it cost him here.
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, tie. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And he knocks through the PAT.
Notre Dame, 7.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Running right through tacklers. Picks up some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. They can't catch him. Touchdown. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time, Kurt.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
Return begins inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They got off to a slow start, but they have been clicking lately. Can they build on this lead now in the second quarter? And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Back to pass. It's Milroe. Quick throw to the left. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw it deep. And this one is dropped. My goodness, he was wide open. Would have been a huge game.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You've got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
Fires it on the move. And it's complete downfield. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. Ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Oh, and he breaks. Oh, the ball's knocked loose. The offense recovers, but doesn't make any difference. They're short on the fourth down play.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
That's a design quarterback keeper. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. And a timeout is called, important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
The pass, and now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Bringing pressure. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. Running through the tackle.
What a defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Using his legs. It's low. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Pressure is coming. He's running out of time here. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Got way downfield for a huge gain.
Well, this is what you would call a three-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here, they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
So, with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. And that one is no good. And after the miss, still down by 7. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. They return it from inside the 10-yard line. He brings it back to the 18 before stepping out. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Scanning the field. It's Milroe. The pocket breaking down. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, let's face it. They dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what. They're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. And this is going to wind up as a safety.
Wait a second. You're backed up inside your own 5-yard line, and you go with an empty set? It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It backfires here. I think that's a questionable play call, and it costs you 2 points.
A quick shoot.
Return brings it on to the 27. And your Notre Dame Fighting Irish will take over. First and 7.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you can just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board.
Just trucks through the defender. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Oh, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crosses the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and
touchdown, Irish, who's come all the way back to claim the lead.
Boy, as a quarterback, you get down in this area of the field, you love having a big target to be able to throw the football to. Defense is expecting the run. You put the ball up in the air and let the big tight end come down with the touchdown.
The offense will set up now for the two-point conversion, trying to extend the lead to 3 points. Play action fake, looking to throw. Pass not complete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Remember the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. Quarterback still with the football. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. Oh, and now he fumbles the ball. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Chris, I love how this defense is playing in the rain right now. No concern at all with the vertical shots downfield. They're attacking the offense, and here they get a turnover.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Caught quickly, using a strong stiff arm. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Caught over the middle. It's low. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Dropping back. It's Leonard. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Trucks through the defender. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Notre Dame lining up now for a 1st and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the extra point was up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return begins inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage.
And the Alabama offense will take over 1st and 10.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drop. And they bounce back from that right away. Snags a quick throw. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there. The timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Come to the line for second down and very short now. He's escaping the pocket now. Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. They beat the blitz there with the pressure bearing down. He just dumped it off to the back.
A nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield, because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight. He's able to dump it to him as a safety valve, and he picked up the first.
Looking for some space. It's Young. They get him down, but a solid run by the freshman.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
To the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. I tried to use the stiff arm there, but the defense corrals him quickly.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Good completion here by the offense. Good timing between the quarterback and his slot receiver. But I really like how this defense, sitting back in zone, is able to get to the football and not allow any yards after the catch.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Can they pick up the first on the ground? He's marked out of bounds after an excellent gain, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up 4th down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick catch. Breaks loose at the 40. Out of bounds, but not before a big game. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Takes the handoff. It's Love. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Notre Dame 29, Alabama 21.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And the quarterback keeps it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Launches downfield. Oh, and it's incomplete and very nearly intercepted. They wasted opportunity for a much-needed takeaway there.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big 4th down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. It's Williams. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
I just love to see positive yards here on this opening play of this drive because it can get you into a rhythm. Let's face it, you're down by 8. You need yards, you need rhythm. Field goals are not going to help you. They need a touchdown in that 2-point conversion.
We go with a direct snap. Fights through the tackle. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quarterback keeps the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, the linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. Just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Buying time now, rolling to his left. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up 2nd down.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
And the single back takes the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Running with purpose. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the 4th quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume, just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground, keep pounding, run that clock, because you got everything working in your direction.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. Trying to find some room. It's low. He's swarmed by the defense.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And the fair catch is made right on the 5. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Looking to make a big play downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete. Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Dropping back, it's Milrow. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He pulls it in for a big gain. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Back to throw again. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And the defense says not again. They wouldn't let him get loose for the scramble. Brought him down for a short gain. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. The clock is still running. Up to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create, and he'll just get rid of it.
Boy, third down and short, they decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at fourth and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
Looking for the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game. And the ball will turn over on downs.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this fourth down play in the fourth quarter. Under 2 minutes to go, they step up again. Give them the game ball.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll take a knee with less than a minute to play. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they look pretty good out there today and a very satisfying W.
I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. And I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.